executive job.
Yeah.
And you think of all these great gifts you got to buy, but it adds up and it's too expensive.
You don't want to spend a fortune. It's so thoughtful.
It is so thoughtful. And speaking of another great gift, whether it's for yourself, whether it's for the holiday season, these are our set of 3 clay and ceramic natural air humidifiers. Now this is the season when it's cold. So many places are already kind of getting hit with that cold front that's coming through and creating snow. You get the dry skin, you get the itchy eyes, the dry nose, the mouth, everything. It just feels like you're a dried up prune. And you want to put the humidity back in the air. This is that natural way to restore moisture in the air that evaporates into the air naturally. Look what Lori's doing. There is no filters, there's no plugs, there's no outlets, there's no tank, there's no water. This is so simple, practical, and functional, and I love aesthetically how it looks. How are we going to choose? We have it in the navy, that beautiful navy color. You get 3, so you get the small and the large, the 2 large spheres.
Right.
And the clay bottom, right?
Right, exactly.
And
glazed
then
ceramic dishes to them, right?
Come included. So that's your navy. We have your hunter green. We have it in, well, here's repeat
That's
of
the blue again.
The
yeah,
blue
I'm just
again,
kind of pouring
sorry.
on these, exactly.
And here is your black.
The black.
And the burgundy is the most limited. So these will sell out first. If you want the burgundy, Catherine, oh, that's going to be quick. 147 in the burgundy. This is the only planned airing on the day. There are 49% off of retail. But Lori, when we talk about this season and you get the itchy eyes, the dry nose, the skin is all dry and you just are, please, please, I need the humidity back.
Exactly. It's like we're cranking up the heat in our homes now, but our bodies are suffering, our furnishings are suffering, our pets are suffering as a result. We need to infuse moisture into the air. This is the easiest way to do it with no batteries, no cords, no wires, no sound, no mess, no mold, no weird tanks to have to drag over to the sink, refill. You have to scrub it down every night. There's that black sludge in the bottom. What is that? I have absolutely no idea. This is coming to us from, it's true, right? This is coming to us from Bell & Howell. This is absolutely the most inventive, natural way that I've ever seen to infuse moisture back into your air. You will receive a 3-pack of these incredible humidifiers, all natural, utilizing and harnessing the science of evaporation. It's the simplest thing in the whole world. You're going to receive 3 of these beautiful glazed ceramic bowls, and inside of each is this unbelievable, porous, beautiful sphere made out of porcelain, so that all you're doing is you're adding a little bit of water to this. Let me show you exactly how we use it in our homes. My husband and I, we got a couple sets last year, and we put the small one bedside. So before I go to bed at night, I pour a little bit of water in there from my bottle of bottled water. You can use tap water. It doesn't matter what kind of water you use whatsoever. Put the sphere in there. It immediately, so you're going to see on this one especially, but it immediately starts to soak up that water. And because of all that surface area, can you just see it there? It's turning just a little bit light gray. But because of all that surface area, it's picking up that moisture and infusing it into the air. I was telling Robin before the show, I was waking up with a dry, scratchy throat every single morning. My lips were dry. I noticed my cuticles, my hands were dry.
Do you know, like the inside of your nose and
mucous
eyes?
membranes. Absolutely. This time of year, it's an awesome idea to have something like that, but we don't have to clean those tanks or mess with those expenses. You got to buy those things, and they're, you know, $50 or $100.
They're a lot of money.
This is so easy.
And you know how many of the reviews, I was reading the reviews on hsn.com because it is a customer pick. And a customer pick, you guys rate, review. Once you've purchased a product, you can post your review unsolicited, and you also, we don't edit them. And everyone loved it. One of the reviews, my point to this story is I was reading one of the reviews and they said, I was skeptical, but I ordered it, and she said, it actually works.
It works. It does work.
And I just thought that phrase was so funny. It actually works.
It actually works. Now, I'm going to pour...
And she put it right next to her bed.
That's what we do. My husband and I each have one of the small ones. And here's the great thing, too. Not just natural, not just no chemicals, not just no cleaning. This dries down to absolutely positively bone dry. So there's no mold that's going to grow in here. None of the black sludge. I know you love when I talk about that. That's so gross. What is that
the mucous membrane.
Oh, or that. There's that, too. I'm really getting you today, aren't I? But the thing is, I mean, think about this. When we close up our homes and we crank up the air because we want to be warmer, the humidity in our homes can drop as low as 10%. That's pretty crazy, right?
Really?
When you think
as
that
low as 10%.
The relative humidity in the Sahara Desert is 25%. So our homes can actually be drier than the Sahara Desert, which is crazy to think. And as human beings, we're actually more comfortable at 40%. So you need something around your house to help humidify.
Absolutely. And this is such a natural way to put the moisture back in the air. Now, just a little FYI, if you're tuning in and you're going, hey, I want that. I really want the burgundy to match my home decor or the holiday season, we have 50 left.
Oh boy.
So, and as long as it took me to tell you there was 50 left, we probably have like 40 now. No, I'm just kidding. But there is 50 remaining, and that is it. Then you have the black, you have the navy, and you have the green.
Beautiful Hunter.
This is something, the last time Lori and I presented it, it was so incredibly popular, and over 13,000 have already been spoken for this visit. This is the only planned presentation on the day. And if you think about how tight, like your skin feels, maybe it's the skin on your face, or it's the nose, or the throat is scratchy and itchy in the morning because there's no moisture in the air. And when it's cold outside, we seal up our home. We seal the windows, we don't open the doors anymore because we want to keep the warmth inside. But with that warmth comes, you have loss of moisture. Then what happens, you get the static electricity, right?
So,
I mean, all of that happens.
Have you walked around your house recently and you start to zap people around you because of all that static electricity, or your hair is up to here? My mom always used to say, pick up your feet, because I think it was when I was like shuffling my feet that I was causing all that. But it has to be, in a dry environment as well. Are they gone?
Bye to
oh, it's so pretty. Congratulations if you got those. The other colors are absolutely beautiful too. And look at how aesthetically pleasing this is. You get the trio, so you can group these together.
It's very
as a little cluster. Doesn't it look very sculptural?
Very. You think of like the the modern art, modern museum of art.
Yeah, absolutely.
In New York.
And very zen. It kind of looks like it was maybe in a spa, something you would find in a spa. And again, very easy to maintain. You don't have to scrub this. You don't worry about it growing any kind of mold at all.
What do I do when I get it home? If I'm just tuning in and I have no idea what they do?
Are you ready?
Walk us through.
Oh my gosh, this is so easy. I absolutely love it. So you have that beautiful glazed ceramic bowl at the bottom. All you do is either lift it off, or you can pour your water over the top, and it doesn't matter if it's tap water, bottled water, whatever you want to use. Any type of water will do. You fill the bowl about halfway. This is the easiest, fastest way to fill it up. Then you put in that porcelain sphere, and this is a gorgeous kind of a nice rounded shape to it. It has a lot of surface area, so it picks up a lot of moisture and then infuses it naturally in the air, and it starts immediately. Did you notice, even standing here at the table as I started filling up some of these bowls, can you feel that it's just a little bit more moist here at the table? I can absolutely feel it too. And I think one of the neat things is, you said when you close up your home, we have to crank up the heat more to be comfortable. Here's what happens with your body. As your body is evaporating water and you're losing moisture within your body, you have to increase the heat even higher to start to feel comfortable. So for your family to be comfortable, it keeps happening at a higher temp if there's not enough moisture in the air. So to add moisture to your air, your family will be more comfortable at a lower temperature.
Well, and I just think of like the alligator. I think of like the dried up prune.
Yep.
That, that's what I feel like my skin feels like in the wintertime. And even when we live in Florida, we really notice it come wintertime. And we don't have much of winter, but it doesn't matter where you live. When you close up your home and you're sealing out the elements, now you don't have that moisture. How do we get it back in the air? What's the alternative? Well, the alternative is buying one of those machines. You have to plug it in. You've got to get the big water tank. You got to fill it up. You've got filters. It gets moldy. It gets yucky. It gets gross. Then you got to dump it. You got to do whatever you do.
It's a ton of maintenance. It's a ton of money and a ton of maintenance.
Listen, I got enough to take care of.
Me too. I got a 13-month-old who's walking now.
Oh, he's so cute, Landon. And I'm a project in myself.
Baby's room too. Yeah.
I'm a lot of work.
You are not.
I'm a lot of work. My husband's happy to. Oh, thanks a lot, Catherine. Catherine said, I'll second that. I appreciate that, Catherine. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, now she says she loves me. But, the nice thing is this is practically maintenance-free.
Absolutely.
You fill it up with water. It doesn't matter if it's tap water, bottled water, and then it evaporates, right?
It does. I mean, the crazy thing is, as I mentioned to you, my husband and I have been sleeping since last winter with the small one bedside, and I put a little bit of water in there every night. Robin, by the time I wake up in the morning, it's all gone. It is all completely evaporated.
Your house must be dry.
Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable because we run the air all year long because we're here in Florida and it's super hot, and then we're running the heat this time of year because it's getting cool. So this is the perfect way to get that extra moisture in the air. Great for the baby's room. We're talking about little Landon, but I don't want something in there I'm gonna have to clean every night, or something that's gonna make a bunch of noise and keep him up. There are no cables, no wires, no batteries, nothing to have to plug in. You can put this in areas of your home where you don't have power outlets. You can put it on your desk at work. You can put it in the family room. Do a cluster of these together when the family comes over so everyone's breathing more comfortably.
It's so pretty. And if you have those little holiday lights that we sold here that are battery operated, you can take the lights and put them all the way around.
Make a centerpiece out of it.
You can make a centerpiece.
You really can.
I mean, it would be really pretty. I mean, look how sculptural and artistic and beautiful that looks. We want to say, with 2 minutes left on the clock, welcome in to all the HSN new shoppers that we've had this evening over the 2 hours.
Welcome.
Gosh, thank you so much. Welcome. It is a fun place to shop. Once you get one item, you're addicted. You're going to be like, oh, this shows up